Loop ball. Now Goddard as the Saints build. It's over Rivolt's head. Gary does a free kick. After Barry held him kickless in a match in Sydney in the middle of last year. It's a goal. The Saints are on the board. It just found its way home.
Now, will they move it long and direct tonight? Something they really failed to do last week. Hall had a good run up. And they've got numbers, and here's Barry Hall's chance to be involved in a Swans goal. Williams off the left. Great strike. Looks more promising. Swans up and about. Montagna also keeping his feet. He's still standing, and now he's doing more than that. Presses on from half forward. 3 bounces. This is great stuff. The finish. On the line, Del Santo.
Don't block there, no shepherding. Right there, Tiger.
He's done enough. 2 on the board for the Saints. He's been a good goal kicker over his career, though, Paul Williams. Over 300 of them through the middle. So he knows where they are. It's level.
Del Santo got a hand onto it. Barry needs to get it off.
Mine. Came off Nick's fist. Came off Nick's fist.
More like his forearm, but I think it was
Got him on the
accurate.
head.
A free kick to Hall.
And I think the umpire is very happy that he could find one.
They have, and they've got the ball in there quickly.
That's the key.
Thanks,
And
guys.
Hall kicks their third. The Swans lead.
To go back to the last, this is Barry Hall.
Oh, hang on. Matty Maguire's gone down after a knock from Barry Hall. And we might get another look at that. Can't worry about a knock to the stomach. You've got to get on your opponent.
Well, as a result, Barry Hall had his own vacant lot in the forward pocket, and he will go back to extend this lead if he can to 2 goals.
This is it. This is about 30 seconds ago. Cop that. Maguire goes to ground, stays on ground. Barry Hall frees up, takes the mark in the forward pocket because Maguire's still on hands and knees, and that's why you got the boos to Barry when he took that mark, because I reckon a lot of St Kilda supporters at this end of the ground saw what happened.
Well, what a sensational camera shot it was of the action too. It could have big ramifications, but more immediately Barry Hall converts, and it's a 2-goal ball game.
It's a good kick. This is a stunning first quarter from the Sydney Swans.
The Swans. Oh, that's a big hit.
St Kilda couldn't settle, and great psychological advantage when Maguire went down, didn't get after Hall, and then Gehrig went into the back line. That was a bad sign.
Here's a chance for them to nab one before quarter time. Gehrig! But only 1 in the 3 before those 2 very productive games. He needs to just send it through nicely, and he does enough. Been pretty prominent so far. Straight ahead player. Quickly lassoed in though by Ball. High tackle.
Break him around the head. Right there, Lingo. 50.
50 now.
Winning the
It's been
contest.
Big penalty, isn't it?
Thanks,
Should be a
You've got
gift
2
goal.
meters, mate.
How big will the penalty be?
1 metre now, Adam.
As big as it can get. A goal to the Saints. They've got the last couple. Fraser there with the crumbs. Got through 1, but not the second. Robert Harvey goes to work. Across to Rivolt on the bounce. Time's on his side.
Has he kicked?
He's made contact. It's online. And he might just inspire the Saints, yet they're in front. Suddenly they're in front. And O'Keefe is prevailing at the moment. And again, he's dangerous. Paul at the back, Davis. He'll eat this. This is comfortable stuff compared to last week. Swans back in front now. Now, he may have just got himself into trouble. He just gets out, but it might just be for a moment. Voss! Oh, what elevation. Clear the runway. Brett Voss sends them forward and finds Fiora.
I tell you what, Hutto, Brett Voss needed that because he's been given the runaround by Ryan O'Keefe. It was a perfect sit from behind, leap early, hit the knees in the back. What a screamer. and better than that, he finishes it off with a superb squared-up kick. And that'll do his confidence the world of good.
That's a classic, isn't it?
Not bad from a solid, unspectacular defender.
Gehrig couldn't handle it. Gets a second crack. And Harvey kept on going. The master at work. Riewoldt, was he free kicked? He was. No advantage.
The man who hasn't missed a game for about 15 years.
Well, they've given away more free kicks in the back half than any team in the competition, the Swans, this year. Riewoldt goals.
Now Gehrig on an awkward half volley, but that is crude from Leo Barry.
Let go, guys. Thanks, Leo. Right there, play on.
And Gehrig seizes the moment. Could he nail the moment? Yes, he can!
Swans need a lift. They trail by 8. Barry Hall. Lightning give. Buchanan. Steady sink of the slipper. And they are right back in it. But he blazes anyway. Hopes for Gehrig, or maybe Riewoldt. Maybe it is Fraser. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Baby, 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 it's a goal. The joust continues. Powell, a man who's performed on the big stage of finals so often. Riewoldt brought it to the front. That was great stuff. Montagna should kick a goal. He should, and he does.
It's the Saints' biggest lead. Their opponents are coming off 2 finals that must have felt like 10 quarters of football, and right now might feel like a big bear on their back. Can he nail it? Could he? Not quite. O'Loughlin keeps it alive. Oh, great smother. By Hutchton, was it?
Maxie Hutchton's third quarter has been sensational.
Sensational by Hutchison, sensational by O'Loughlin. But this has to be a free kick, Rob.
Yep.
He hits this out, a great smother, but that's got to be deliberate.
This is where Nick Davis is dangerous. O'Loughlin's got to double back. Great leap from Goods, not quite. Now Barry Hall. Now Barry Hall. In the blink of an eye, they've got one. Siren about to sound. What's your feeling, Wolsey?
Well, it's a 4-goal-to-2 quarter in favour of St Kilda, but I think the last 12 minutes it's been all Sydney.
You would expect Harvey was on his feet and ready to go. Jones, Maguire, a long bomb. That misses. And can the Swans capitalise? Buchanan, he rode the bump beautifully. O'Keefe launches to full forward. Hall waits down.
Oh, great
Harvey,
hit.
beautifully wrapped up. Schneider kicks the goal. And the Swans will not go away.
Now Kirk, who spoke to the players in the seconds before this last quarter started. Crouch to Buchanan. Swans dangerous. O'Loughlin, good spoil. Schneider again, non-preferred, puts the Swans in front.
Barry and Kennelly collaborating. Buchanan, he has been a fantastic player tonight, linking up with Jared Crouch, who glides through the middle. Doesn't really make it easy for O'Keefe, but he's got the ball on a string. O'Keefe to O'Loughlin, can he get there? Goods was diving as well. Barry Hall, run down. Now the pressure on the Saints. O'Loughlin pounces. Lady Luck is smiling. And the Swans are steaming forward.
We're watching will prevail over logic. St Kilda led by 15 points into the second half of the third term, and the Swans looked almost broken. Paul Bevan losing his mouth guard there. He has a willing Jared Crouch to run for him, receive and deliver.
Played a super game, O'Keefe.
Well, they've got to get Boss off him because he can't run with him.
Paul outmanoeuvres Maguire. Can he do it from long range? He can. They can do no wrong. It's the Swans by 16.
They play tempo football. They play the tempo that suits them.
Well, it's up tempo at the moment. Harvey can't escape the clutches of this desperate, resilient Swans team. Bolton to half forward. Big Barry. He's been at his belligerent best in this last quarter, and he sets them alight again. Another unlikely hero. Buchanan, the full 360. O'Loughlin could just about be the killer blow. Not quite. There's still time. And bullseye! And the Saints fans are stunned. This is not the script.
This is not how it was meant to be.
Ball keeps it moving eventually to Kirk. And there's loose men everywhere, and how can this man be on his own? O'Keefe.
Raphael Clark's his opponent at the moment. They're gone.
He has been wonderful. Ryan O'Keefe. Oh, what a night! And he's kicked 2 goals.
Those walls are closing in. There appears to be no way out. The Swans have shocked everyone. They shocked us in the first quarter with 5 goals. We weren't surprised when they only managed 3 through the next 2, but they've kicked 6 in half a quarter in the last to take this preliminary final by the throat. And the man who started it, the Schneider man, can kick his 3rd for the quarter, and the Swans are in the grand final.
All over his face. We knew he'd be back as quick as they could patch him up, and he was.
He never says die. Saints have a go, but the best they can muster is 1, and they still trail by 32. And it's all gone for the Saints. For the 2nd year in a row, they'll have led into the last quarter of a preliminary final, and for the 2nd year in a row, they won't be there on the big day.
Yeah, well, I think you leave that decision to Robert Harvey because he's been an absolute champion of the game.
He showed a fortnight ago he's still good enough. Revolt, what disappointment he must feel. Did it cross the line? It did. It's a behind. The margin is 31. The seconds tick away, and as far as the Saints are concerned now, the end probably can't come soon enough. They're gone. Montagna for the Saints. Williams. Kennelly. Jolly. There can't be more than seconds left. Sydney have produced a heroic last quarter. The Swans are through. They're in the grand final. For the Saints, it is a bitter, bitter end.
Oh, how sweet it is for the Swans, but for Grant Thomas, it's just agony. They've come so close 2 years in a row. Paul Roos, the understated master.
Oh, you always find a little bit to celebrate after a win like that, but it was a tough game. Full credit to St Kilda, top side. It was just a real battle out there.
Well done. Neil Cordy with Barry Hall, I think.